So we are going to start with the
Mm,
embed quality into process and deliverables, principle number 3. So
okay.
principle number 3, focus on value was number 2, adopt a holistic view was number 1.
Holistic number of this.
Yeah. So we go back and we see where we are. Yeah. So
Mm,
we finished the performance, the mindset, and we are in the principles. So right now we are discussing
okay.
third principle. Third
Mm-hmm.
principle is about the embed quality into process
Embedded
and
quality in
deliverables.
the processes. Mm,
So consistently meeting or exceeding customer and stakeholder needs with optical efficiency. So consistently meeting the customer needs in terms of quality. We are
mm,
delivering quality product or quality project
mm,
or quality scope with optimal efficiency. So with less efficiency, we are satisfying the customer needs. We are consistently meeting the quality to deliver the products or projects. Embed quality into process and deliverables. So what is the meaning or definition of quality as per PMBOK? So quality is the degree to which deliverables and processes meet or exceed project objectives. So
okay.
it is the degree to which deliverables and process should meet or exceed the project objectives is called the quality. So quality is measured in terms of three. We can say in three steps we can measure, or 3 points we can measure the quality: acceptance criteria. Okay, the stakeholder accept that particular product or project. Definition of done. What is the definition of done? At fitness for use and efficiency. So this is how quality is measured. So it should be fit for the use, and it should be efficient,
Mm,
and there should be definition of done. Definition of done means in terms of inspections. So if
mm,
inspection is done properly, there is no NCRs, there is no SORs. Okay, and the snag list are completed. Okay, so that is the
mm,
definition of done. What is the criteria to say that okay, this is the definition of done, and it should be acceptable by all the stakeholders. So this is how quality is measured. In other way, we can say achieving target efficiency levels, or quality can also be means in such a way that achieving target efficiency levels, meeting stated
mm,
and implied stakeholder needs. So we meet the, this is part of the acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria in terms of stakeholder accepts the criteria and accepts the product. So this is how quality means for them. So
mm.
it only not applies only to scope, but also to schedule and cost. So it means your program of works in the project. Do you know anything about program planning? Do you have some knowledge about planning and programming or schedule?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Planning, I know.
So you are,
The planning manager. Mm,
yeah. So the schedule for the project, should
mm,
also be based on some quality criteria. So it should have, the schedule
mm.
means that that baseline program or schedule
Timeline,
program,
right?
yeah, your timeline. It should
Mm.
also have a quality, not only the scope of work, but also the cost also.
Okay.
The costing part is
Mm,
also
mm,
should also be as per the quality standards. And there should be
mm,
continuous improvement mindset. Our mindset should be continuous improvement. Like we optimize the
mm,
process, we improve maturity, and strengthens long-term organization success. So we see quality as long-term success also for the organization, to improve the maturity, and also to optimize the processes as a continuous improvement. We get lesson learned, from previous projects, and
mm,
we continuously improve our quality processes, because this should be embedded in our day-to-day processes or deliverables, right? As we discussed before,
yes.
into processes and deliverables.
Yes. Mm,
Quality dimensions. So what to look for? Actually, quality dimensions should be in such a way that we satisfy. Our goal is to satisfy the customers and stakeholders. Okay.
Okay.
Uniformity means consistency across similar outputs. So it means we are delivering
Outputs. Mm,
same same output. It means we are delivering something which is of the same
mm,
same same quality. Okay. Let's say, for
mm,
example, a mobile company is manufacturing mobiles, right?
mm.
So that mobile quality should be the same. It should not, the unit should not differ from the other unit in terms of quality. So that is called
Okay.
uniformity.
Mm.
Efficiency, it means maximum output with minimal input. So we put less, but
Mm.
we get more. We are more
Minimal input,
efficient in
maximum.
delivering the quality.
Mm,
And sustainability in terms of economic, social, and environmental impact. We have a
mm,
positive. We should have a positive environmental impact. So that is also
mm.
called sustainability. Then we
Sustainability.
have resilience. Resilience means we recover from failures quickly, right? If we
Mm.
have some
Yes.
failures in some part of the project, so we recover
Mm.
quickly. Okay, so that is called
Mm-hmm.
resilience. And then there is
Okay.
reliability. Reliability is the deliver consistent results. It's called reliability.
Mm.
Okay, so reliability and resilience are opposite to each other, right?
Yes.
No, it is not opposite to each other. It is not. It is different.
Uh,
Yeah,
Continuous. Yeah.
it is different. Reliability, we deliver consistent result, but resilience means we recover from failures quickly. That is called resilience.
Mm.
And
Mm.
conformity meets specification and is fit for use. Is called conformity. We meet the specifications and is fit for use is called conformity. We conform, right?
Mm. Mm.
In our project, we say non-conformance report (NCR). It is non-performance. We don't met the specifications, right?
Mm.
So here we meet
Yes.
the specifications. Is called conformity. And then there is performance, which is function as intended. So there should be a performance on the project as well. you know
Okay.
the progress should move. That is the
Mm.
performance. So these are the quality dimensions which we are looking for in terms of project management.
Mm.
Build an empowered culture, like the project impact. So as of in a view of the quality, project
Mm.
teams operate within organizational culture, but can create their own effective team culture. Empowered cultures improve project execution by focusing on diversity, clear process, strong interpersonal skills, understanding organizational structures, team agreements. So it means the quality. What will happen if we follow the quality guidelines in our project? So it will have an impact on the project, right?
Mm.
There should
Yes.
be there should be a diversity in the team. Diversity means you know all the people, all the staff should be diverse. It should not be from one region or from same type of people or from same nationality or from
Mm.
so
Mm.
it should be diverse. There should be diversity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So bring multiple perspective, create inclusive innovation environment, and enable constructive conflict management. So it means it will also the conflict management will be there because we have different people. They bring different
Mm.
ideas to the table. So they bring different innovations. So that's why the diversity is
Yes.
important to build an empowered
Mm.
culture. Clear processes,
Okay.
the processes will be cleared. Strong interpersonal skills, the skills should be interpersonal. It means like we respect each other, we have empathy, we have
Mm.
confidence. Understanding
Mm.
organization structures, the roles and responsibilities, the governance, should be understandable for all of the team members. And the agreements share
Mm.
behavioral norms and working rules established early to support ongoing collaboration and accountability. So that is, the team agreements means the behavior, the norms, the working rules. So that is called the team agreements.
Mm.
So those empowered cultures will improve project execution by what? By improving these five, five that what we have discussed, like diversity, clear process, strong
Mm.
personal skills, team agreements, or understanding of organization structures. That will be,
Mm.
that will enhance, improve the project execution. Okay,
Mm,
so this is
mm,
also part of a quality, to diversify our team members,
mm,
to have clear processes, to have strong interpersonal skills within the team members. Everyone should know the project, the organization chart. Okay, everyone should know who is the project manager, who is the construction manager, who is the project engineer, who is the site engineer, who is the planner, who is the QS. So everyone should
mm,
know, should understand the organization structures, and team agreement should be known. The working rules, especially
mm.
connected performance domains. So these domains are connected to each other. We will again discuss, because we are discussing
Yes,
performance domains
principal.
in PMBOK
Principal
8
too.
guide. PMBOK 8 guide focuses on
Mm,
domains also. Let us go back and uh, see where we discuss about domains. See performance domains here, right?
mm,
So these performance domains, this is the basic principle of the principles of project management. So we will be discussing these performance domains in terms of quality,
mm,
in terms of project management mindset.
mm.
Adopt, if we are discussing adopt a holistic view, overall view, so we are also discussing performance domains. Okay, if we are
Okay.
discussing quality, like what we discussed so far, so we will also be discussing performance domains. So it means what the quality will do on these domains, like governance, scope, schedule, finance, stakeholder,
Finance,
resources, and
stakeholder,
risk.
resource, risk.
Okay,
Okay.
so here the quality in terms of governance,
Mm,
in terms of governance, what it will do, it will create a transparent and collaborative communication within the management. Okay, better alignment with
mm,
objectives and favor deviations. So if we have a quality, we will have better alignment with our objectives, and fewer deviations. So as a governance, we will have fewer deviations, and the governance style will be transparent, and they will have a collaborative communication with management.
okay.
Next one is scope. Scope
Mm,
means open communications, allow scope adjustment, add, remove, or refine, ensure quality and evolving needs are addressed. So you see here, quality is being discussed in these performance domains. So these performance domains will come up in each project management
mm.
uh, project
Principles.
management um, principles. To ensure
Yes.
quality and evolving needs are addressed in terms of scope. Also, the schedule should be, it should be as of, it should be also, it should have a quality in our schedule. There should be a quality in our schedule. Like how
Mm,
there will be a quality in our schedule. Optimizing timing to maximize opportunities. Less input and maximum output. Right. The schedule
yes.
should be planned in such a way
Less
that it
input.
optimize
Mm,
to maximize outputs.
mm,
Teams suggest when to accelerate, slow down, or stop activities. So there should be a suggestions when to accelerate and when to slow down and where to stop the activities. Also for
mm,
finance, the cost part should also be
mm,
should also have a quality.
mm,
We should reduce the unplanned cost, focus the spending on long term value realization. So there should be a value realization should be there in terms of finance.
mm,
If we are spending money, if there is a budget spending money on some activities, so it should deliver quality product or quality scope of work. Stakeholders, in terms of stakeholders, it will strengthen internal and external relationship. If we have, if we rely on quality stakeholders, so what will happen, it will strengthen internal and external relationships. Team help shape the level and nature of stakeholder engagement will also be there. Resources, if we have quality resources which will support learning and capability development, enable effective use of physical resource and skilled people. So if we are using skilled people, experienced people,
mm,
skilled people, as a quality, so it will enable the effective use. The effective use of the resources will be there. We can, if we have experienced guys, experienced people,
mm.
qualified people, so it will produce effective results, right?
Yes.
In terms of risk, actively participate in ongoing risk management will help us, to reduce risk thresholds.
Mm, mm,
So the team will identify, you know, will identify if we have good team, if we have qualified people, they will identify quality risks, right? And actively participation of those people will
yes.
help us to tackle and to identify risk, to mitigate risk. So a proper risk management
Mm,
will be there on the project. Now section 4, project life cycles. So there are
project life
different
cycle.
life cycle of a project. Okay, so
Okay.
we will discuss in detail what is the project life cycle.
Mm,
So project life cycle understand how projects move from start to finish through phases, delivery approaches, and key focus areas used in PMP scenarios, like the project phases, approaches, and what are our focus areas as a life cycle. In PMBOK 8th guide, in seventh guide,
mm,
it was, the project life cycle was initiation, planning,
yeah. In mm,
execution, monitoring and controlling,
then
execution, and closing,
controlling,
right?
closing. Yes. Yes.
Now
Yes.
in PMBOK 8 guide, they are talking about project phases, approaches, and focus areas. So you see the difference.
Mm,
They come up with
yeah.
new. Have you
Mm.
attended PMBOK 7 guide?
Yes, Avanti guide. Mock test I didn't attend, but I gone through those things.
You gone through that one because it is entirely different,
Yes.
than the 8th guide.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So let us discuss
Mm,
project phases. So
okay.
projects are decomposed into phases. It means we break down the project into phases.
Mm,
So project phase is a group of logical related activities. So it means it is a work breakdown structure. In terms of planning, we can say it
mm,
is a work breakdown structure. Produce
mm,
one or more deliverables or outcomes. Okay, that is the
mm,
outputs.
mm,
So phases can be sequential, overlapping, or transitional. Sequential means finish to start. Okay,
mm.
overlapping means it overlaps. So it all those two
Yes.
activities are happening at the same time. So that's why it is overlap. And transitional
Mm,
means it is transitional from from one phase to another phase. Project life cycle are independent of product life cycle, align with organization strategy and outcomes. So project life cycle are also independent of product life
life cycle.
cycles,
Mm,
and it aligns with organization. It should align with organization strategy and outcomes. Exactly, it should also align with the organization strategy. Phase gate process. So we have phase one, which is idea. Phase two, which we have business case. Phase three is development. Phase four is testing and validation. Phase
uh-huh.
five is a launch. So this we are talking about. We are here talking about the some software or a product, right?
Mm,
So
yes.
we have idea first in phase one. Then we have a business case. Then we develop that one. We have development view, and then we test and validate that one, and then we launch that particular software,
Mm,
right, as a product.
yes.
So that is phase
Launch.
gate process. So phase we
Mm,
have gate one, then phase two gate two, phase three gate three, phase four gate four, then phase five gate five. So
yes,
this is
fine.
how we this is called phase gate processes. It passed
Mm,
through each gate because after phase one it is completed. So this is one iteration. You can say a small iteration. So we have a gate. Then we review that one. Okay. Then we go to the next
mm,
phase. Project management performance domains. So in project management performance domains, this is small topic, here in this project phases.
yeah,
Okay.
project phases.
Yeah.
Mm,
Project management performance domains. So understand the project management performance domains and how each domain represent the key areas and
mm,
how to manage to deliver successful project outcomes. So performance domains, there will be core elements, mapping should be there, and there should be a processes. So
okay.
in performance domains, these are the 7 project management performance domains are
The same.
governance,
Yeah.
scope,
Go.
schedule, finance, risk, resources, and stakeholders.
Mm.
Governance should ensure the decisions. There should be accountability. There should be an audit. They should our side align. It should our side align with the organization objectives and project goals. Scope is what has to be done and what has to be delivered is called a scope. Schedule will focus on planning, and how to manage and how to report on the project in terms of weekly or monthly, or what is the progress percentages, how much project is physically completed, how much project is cost wise completed. So that is all we discuss in, that is all is there in a schedule domain. Finance involved budget, the project is on budget, the project is our budget, or the project is below budget. There should be cost
Mm.
estimations, there should be financial oversight to keep the project within the approved limits. So there should be limits to the, maybe the project, the contract is lump sum, the contract is remeasurable. So this is all part of the finance. Stakeholders, how we meet and how we manage the relationship with our stakeholders or groups. And resources, how to properly plan the resources, how to manage them, how to manage the materials, how to manage the tools needed for the project. And risk are,
Mm.
how we identify our risk, how we analyze it, how we manage the risk. That is also one of the domain of the project management. Here in performance domains, if we see the definition as per PMBOK guide, it says a performance domain is a group of related processes critical to delivering project value. So performance domain is a group of related processes which is critical to deliver the project value. So without performance domains, without cost or without schedule, the
Mm.
project cannot be delivered, right? It will be very
Yes.
hard to deliver the project. Domains should be interactive, interrelated, independent. So all these domains are interrelated, right?
Yes.
There should be
Yes, sir.
schedule on the project. There should be scope should be
There should be
identified.
scope
Scope should be
governance.
managed. If there is variations should be properly managed in terms of scope. There should be costing. There should be now the project should be properly financed. The project should have a budget. So we know about the contract. What is our contract? Risk should be there. Resources, should be properly managed. Stakeholders should be properly managed and should be properly communicated. So these are interrelated, right? And
Yes.
they also operate as integrated system. So all these domains are integrated systems. They integrate with each other to deliver the
Mm.
results. So domain run concurrently through the project life cycle. So they run concurrently. They don't run like finish to start. They run concurrently. They are interrelated. They are
Internet.
integrated
Mm.
systems. So
Mm.
that they run concurrently. They are not running as a finish to start.
Mm. Mm.
So each performance domain should be organized in consistent structure. Okay. Even if you are talking
Mm.
about governance, there is
Mm.
a structure, right? Even if you are talking about
Yes.
resources, there is a structure. So
There is
every
a
domain
structure.
has a structure. So domain should support effective value delivery, and content is illustrative, not perspective. Domains are applied based on project context. So all these domains are
Mm.
applied based on the project context, right? If there is a huge
Mm.
scope, so there should be more processes in terms of scope, right? In terms of
Mm.
schedule, in terms of finance. So it depends upon the project. If the project has a low value and is like it is 50 million, so or it is more than 200 million, so we manage the performance domains in such a way that based on that particular project, the domains are applied. Now, governance performance domain. So we talk about first the governance. We talk about the
Governance.
governance, this performance domain.
Mm.
So what are the decisions the our management will take? Our management should be in compliance with the organizational strategies. So there should be alignment, you know, because there is decision making and they should also comply. There is compliance also, there should be an audit on the governance also, right?
Yes.
Governance processes. What governance do? So governance performance domains focus on creating a structured approach to decision making and oversight, helping to ensure that project activities are aligned with organizational objectives and that value proportion of the project is protected and enhanced throughout this life cycle. There should be a structured approach to decision making, right?
Mm.
Governance should have a holistic view. As I said before, holistic view means they should look at overall. They should not look to one particular part of the project or one particular part of the
Mm.
organization. They should have a holistic view and includes the authority to stop cancel. So it means the governance, the management, should have an authority to
Mm.
stop or cancel the project whenever it is
When
necessary.
necessary. Mm.
And it focus on processes and activities to identify, define, combine, unify, and coordinate project work. Connected governance to project management focus areas. So it means they should identify, define, combine, and coordinate project work. It's not only they are commanders. They should also be
Mm.
involved in the project.
Okay.
So governance is applied from start to completion of the project. Okay.
Mm.
So what the effective governance will do, it will ensure the right decisions
Mm.
on the right time for the right reasons to deliver lasting value. This is one of the
Mm.
phrase which is very we can say in terms of governance. These 3-4 lines are
Mm.
very beautiful. You can say
Yes.
ensure the
It's
right
easy to.
decisions, right time, and right reasons to deliver lasting
Reasons.
values.
Mm.
So this is called effective governance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Core governance process actions and key responsibilities. Number one is establish a governance framework.
Mm.
Second is defining roles and responsibilities. Third one is enabling effective communication. So that effective communication is also important.
Yes.
Monitoring and managing risk issues, escalations, what should be escalated. Using feedback mechanism. It means in Agile, we have a feedback mechanism
Mm.
to adapt our governance, okay?
Mm.
And
Mm.
there should be regulatory and legal compliance and managing
Mm.
interdependencies across performance domains, balance competing demands and evaluating alternative approaches, continuously assessing and improving governance to enhance outcomes, and tailoring process to fit the project objectives.
Mm.
The process should be tailored to fit the project objectives. So these are the
Okay.
key responsibilities of project actions.
Mm.
So these are 5 focus areas. Okay.
Mm.
Initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and controlling and closing. So now in PMBOK 8
Yeah,
guide,
the same.
that is called
Yes.
focus areas. Earlier it was
Mm.
called processes.
Life cycle.
In PMBOK 7
Now
guide, it was
processes.
called processes. Here
Mm.
they call it focus areas.
Focus
Okay.
areas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So initiating, planning, execution, monitoring, and controlling and closing are the
Mm.
how the governance supports. They should support the focus areas. They should have a clear
Yes.
and desired end state, strong
Mm.
business case. In planning, they should have target goals to identify deliverables and to achieve them. And in execution, maintain shared understanding of broader goals. Holistic view should be there in execution, right? Better decision making at
Mm.
right time to deliver valuable project or product, and there should be managing through our appropriate adaptations. Here, there is we are talking about agile. Okay, keep performance aligned with
Okay.
value creation. So performance should be aligned with the value creation. There should be a value and
Mm.
ensure the project closing properly and confirm there is an impact. Internal impact should be there. So this is
Mm.
how these 5 process groups supports the governance. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
Structural governance model. What, how, and
Mm.
where. So, a governance is typically led through defined roles such as executive, project sponsor, PMO leader, governance board, project manager. So all these
Mm.
are, it looks like, it is usually led by these PMO leader, project management office leader, or steering committee, or project manager, or
Mm.
project sponsor. And how it works? By decision making, right?
Mm.
Role based, by organization
On role
requirement.
based.
This is how it works. And where it
Mm.
fits, common in predictive life
Common
cycle or more
predictive.
control project environment. Usually when strong structure, approvals, and escalation paths are required. So
Mm.
it
Mm.
fits there, where you need to do an escalation, where you have to decide to close the
Okay.
project, run the project, or pause the project, right?
Yes.
That is where it fits.
Mm.
So this is what we can say structured governance model is what, how, and works. How it looks like, how it works, and how where it should be best fit in.
Where it fits best.
So now we have 3 minutes. I think
Mm.
we should stop here. Okay.
Okay.
And right after the class, I will be sharing MCQs with you,
Okay, sir.
and you have time until Friday,
Okay.
so you can share these with me, or before the next class, you have to properly, attend those MCQs, and you should write down why you choose that particular option. Okay, I'll share the MCQs with you
Okay. Okay.
on WhatsApp.
Okay. So the next class will be on Sunday for us.
Yes,
Yeah. So I need to share the answers before Friday, right?
yes, exactly, exactly.
Okay. Okay. Fine, sir. Will do it.
Okay.
Sir, do you want written one or typing is fine?
No, typing is fine. No need to write.
Typing is fine, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
send you
Yeah.
word
Okay,
file.
sir.
I will send you word file. You can write down in the word file.
Yes. Yes. That's fine, sir.
Okay. So that is,
Okay.
we are professional people. We should
Noted.
work professionally, right?
Yes. But here I am taking notes. Uh, Only the headings and all.
Yeah, no problem. You
Yeah,
have the PowerPoint. You have
yeah,
you have
just
the
to make
slides.
me active during the class. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You should take notes. You should be
Mm-hmm.
involved. You should be involved in communication. You should be
Yes.
involved in conversation. That
Mm.
this PMP is like, you are doing brainstorming. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You are brainstorming, you are
Yes.
training. This is applied in your projects as well, in your day-to-day life,
Yeah. Yeah,
not
that's
only in
correct.
projects. Day-to-day life is also it is
Mm.
applicable.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we meet in next
Okay,
class and
sir.
I will be sharing the MCQs with you. Okay.
Okay. Sure, sir.
And keep
Yeah.
studying the
Noted.
previous slides, Don't
Yeah, of course, sir.
also I share the PMBOK guide with you. Try to read that PMBOK guide.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure,
So
sir.
all the best.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.